the hottest ticket in town. So let's welcome the Ravens and the Raiders to the stage. Next on Monday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
And the rumors were pretty strong. The teams asked about him in the offseason. But for once, got a pretty firm not available from the Raiders. Now in his 8th season as a Raider, still yet to appear in a playoff game. But last year, really solid numbers again. A third straight 4,000-yard campaign, 27 touchdowns, just 9 interceptions, and the highest analytical rating of his career. Derek Carr is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
On first. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Brings up 2nd and 1. On play action. Now, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh. First sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens. He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man.
But that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talk to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the... That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Patrick Queen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. Another shot here with a 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. And I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
The Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The 3rd most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's able to get this one out the field across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Carr now to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Renfrow bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Carr. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Patrick Queen, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage? The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That catch good for only a couple. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for for a touchback. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. So we reach halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks long.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Carr to throw. Quickly a slant to Renfro. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw his Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 7. Carr over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And the Raiders are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Jacobs. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second and goal, Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to fourth and goal. The kick by Carlson is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Shoves him aside. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Carr now on first down. And it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Carr completes it, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. And incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Carr will try it again on second down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Patrick Queen make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there for the Raiders. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Second and 10. Now Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Carr to throw again. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover.